Welcome to the Press Box. I'm Ryan Thorburn, joined as always by Steve Mims. We're here at the Alamo Bowl. The countdown has begun. Unfortunately for the TCU Horned Frogs, the week did not go as planned, as starting quarterback Trevon Boykin was arrested early Thursday, charged with a felony hitting a police officer, and has been suspended. Steve, that's kind of the news of the week, and really changes this bowl game quite a bit.
Yeah, it's funny, both the Oregon's defense and the TCU offense met the media today, and the Oregon defense said it doesn't change their preparation at all, and the TCU offense said it doesn't change their preparation at all. But in truth, it obviously changes the complexion of the game completely. You've got two quarterbacks who played a little bit, a freshman and a senior, not much, but I mean, you're taking out a Heisman Trophy, top 10 finisher, obviously one of the best quarterbacks in the country. So while I can agree that Oregon probably feels like you don't want to change your preparation at this point, they got to know that they're not getting Trevon Boykin. They've got a guy who's not going to be as talented, and TCU's got to be sitting there wondering just how they're going to keep up with Oregon's offense with one of their backups.
Well, unfortunately, it changed the shelf life of my cover story for our Alamo Bowl special section, because it was obviously on Vernon Adams Jr. and Trevon Boykin, two of the most exciting and productive quarterbacks in college football, and really some intriguing prospects they were. Both smaller guys who are just dynamic, as I said, at this level, and it would have been probably a great offensive showcase, but now you have to favor Oregon in a big way in this game. Vernon Adams is obviously still playing, and the Ducks are 6-0 with him in the lineup. But there is a scenario, that they're playing in their minds. At TCU, they almost beat Oklahoma without Boykin. Their two backups weren't here for the press conference in his place, but one of those two will get the start. Maybe both will play, but they do have that to kind of lean on, as they have played without him before.
Yeah, we'll be rerunning a special section with the Bram Kohlhausen and Forrest Sawyer picture tomorrow. But those are their names. Sonny Cumbie, the offensive coordinator, basically saying they have kind of one more practice. Obviously, they're practicing tomorrow. They're going to run those guys through a practice tomorrow. They'll probably decide afterwards which guy to go with, or whether to. I would expect you'll probably see a little bit of both of them. I wouldn't expect an announcement until we wait for the first offensive play and see who runs out there. But both guys, just obviously have played a little bit this year, but just it's such a drop-off from Boykin.
Whether Boykin was going to play or not, this was an important game for Oregon's defense, especially coming off the second half against Oregon State when they gave up 35 points. They really want to show that they have improved this year. The seniors want to go out on a high note, but I think the secondary also wanted to show, against a potent offense that, they're going to be a strength next year instead of a weakness, the way they've kind of overcame injuries and learned in the fire, so to speak. What are you expecting Oregon's defense to do? Is there now, in some ways, even more pressure on them? If they lose to TCU without Boykin and Josh Dotson, what do you expect from Oregon's defense?
I was going to say, I do think the pressure goes up, just in terms of, even if you don't lose, but if they give up 42 points to a TCU team and people say, wait a minute, they didn't have a Biletnikoff finalist at wide receiver and a Heisman finalist quarterback, it will certainly lead to some people much going after the much maligned defense. But I would expect Oregon to go out and play well in this one. I just think that TCU's lost a lot. You're taking away literally a 1,400-yard receiver, a guy with 4,000 yards of total offense. I do think now the one thing is, you're suddenly having to change with a day or two of film, but I would expect to see Oregon's defense against this TCU team come out and play well. But you're right, if they give up a lot of points, it'll just add to some of the criticism they've gotten this year.
Well, that's going to put a wrap on it for today. We're going to write and then probably avoid Patty O'Brien's, I guess. So thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you later.